This is the Fifth Estate Winning Headlines, your media police post. In this segment, we summarize some of the headlines that you might have missed this morning. We also take a look at the political pieces that we call cartoons in this country. Today is the 8th of September 2021, and I am Miss K.
I'm Tuam.
And I am JM. In case you missed the headlines this morning, here they are in the Daily Nation. Inside CBC mock test for grade 5. In the Standard, divorce, Uhuru stuck with deputy. In the Star, OKA in limbo as Moi and Musalia make fresh plans. And then in the People Daily, the RUTO headache for Uhuru. But before we get there, there was a series of events that took place in Laikipia.
Yeah.
Tuam, do you want to fill us in?
I mean, the devil is currently residing in Laikipia. What is that Kikuyus and Tugens farms and white settler farms are being targeted. And I hear so far about, 20 people dead. A couple of hundreds of families were evicted from their homes today. And guys, we are going, how many days are we to an election? 330 something days?
Yeah, that's right.
I was being told about 17 Kikuyus dead, all because of land and political issues. But I hear someone has been arrested, the former MP of Laikipia North. His name is Matthew Lempurka. I really do hope that the cops get to the bottom of this.
But you are suspecting some political motive.
Oh, definitely. And woe unto you, Kikuyus, who are supporting people who have popped you in the past. Yeah.
They'll carry on doing so.
Absolutely.
Well then, Ms. K.
Very sad story there, and I do hope that we learn from our past and we make better decisions as we move forward into this election year. Anyway, according to today's Standard, the president is stuck with the deputy president. There can be no divorce. And to some extent, they are right. The removal of the deputy president is not that simple. Allow me to take you on a short trip down memory lane to Thursday, 6th August 2021, when UDA held a parliamentary group meeting with 100 MPs led by their supreme leader, the deputy president. Now, those MPs, at the DP as well, got to office on a Jubilee ticket. And according to the Political Parties Act, you cannot be a member of more than one political party at the same time. Also, according to the Constitution, the office of a member of parliament becomes vacant if the MP resigns or is deemed to have resigned from their party. And how is an MP deemed to have resigned from their party? If, while they are a member of one political party called Jubilee, they form another political party called UDA and promote the ideology, interests, or policies of that other political party called UDA, including attending its parliamentary group meetings. So RUTO's UDA-affiliated MPs have officially resigned from Jubilee. Their seats need to be declared vacant and fresh elections called in all their constituencies. But what about RUTO, their supreme leader? Does the seat of the deputy president become vacant if the DP resigns from the political party on whose ticket he was elected and openly defies his leader, the president? Well, according to the High Court, our very own rogue High Court,
yes,
he gets to keep his seat because according to that court, the president and by inference, the DP perform executive functions. They work for every resident in the county or country or nation and as dictated by the Constitution, irrespective of their party affiliations. So the DP will, with no shame, draw a salary for a job he doesn't want in an administration he doesn't support, rather than do the honorable thing and resign. But all those UDA-affiliated MPs are living on borrowed time. And since Tuju is on a roll this week, he may just kick them out.
Absolutely. Now, to impeach or not impeach the deputy president, and here I'm inspired by the Standard, I say impeach. Here is what the impeachment landscape looks like currently. But before we get there, it's a two-stage process with several hurdles.
Yeah.
It is executed at the National Assembly first and then subsequently at the Senate. So to commence the process, a member of the National Assembly would need to raise at least 1/3 of all the members of that House. That is about 116 MPs at the very least. But this is only step one. Step two. In order for this motion to move to the next stage, it would require the support of 2/3 of the House. That is 233 MPs. And the last major hurdle to execute a successful impeachment as far as numbers are concerned, would be to get in the Senate at least 2/3 of all the members. That is 45 senators. So how does the landscape look like? What do the numbers look like? Here they are. Uhuru, Raila and the One Kenya Alliance combined have, and these are conservative estimates, very conservative. In fact, we've even been generous to William Ruto. These guys have 172 MPs on their side.
Oh, yes.
With this as their starting point, they will no doubt raise the 1/3 required to successfully kickstart the impeachment process. Then William Ruto and the Hustler Squad, they command plus or minus 108 MPs in the House. Right? Remember, this is generous. This is his starting point. And then there are two sets of non-aligned MPs. The first are the non-Kikuyus and non-Kalenjins within Jubilee. This first lot are about 31.
Yes.
The second set of non-aligned MPs are from fringe parties as well as independents, people who ran on the independent ticket. This second lot are about 38. In total, therefore, we have 69 persuadables who could vote either way in the National Assembly as far as a William Ruto impeachment is concerned. So the battle for impeachment in the National Assembly will be a battle for the 69.
Yes.
Right? There's 69 persuadables. And to pass the second hurdle in the National Assembly, Jubilee will need to raise 233 MPs. Now, with 172 in the bag, they will have a deficit of 61 MPs. Where will the 61 come from? Once again, they'll come from this persuadable lot of 69.
Yeah.
And what will sway them? All the dirty tricks in the book, bribery, blackmail, and charm will be brought to bear. 2/3 in the National Assembly is a tricky part. Once that impeachment motion gets to the Senate, it will be smooth sailing all the way. Impeachment will be good as done, since Uhuru, Raila and the One Kenya Alliance in the Senate have at least 36 senators to begin with out of 67. And so they'll be short of the 2/3 threshold by only 9 senators, whom once again will be beaten into submission through bribery, blackmail and charm. And just like that, half incumbency will be taken away from William Ruto.
GM, if Uhuru and Raila were able to pass BBI with 236 MPs in the National Assembly, with over 50 senators
there we go.
At the Senate,
there we go.
Actually, I was thinking about that BBI vote. Even
Good
those
point.
UDA affiliated people knew where their money came from.
My goodness. Today, I will tell you a story of Spiro Agnew, former Vice President of the United States. See, Spiro served under President Richard Nixon. They were elected to office together in 1969. Just like Ruto, Spiro was devious. In Nixon's first term, he was a vicious defender of government. Then came Nixon's second term, and that's where his problems began. For starters, Spiro loved pesha. Man ate bribes like a nonsense. He took kickbacks from contractors during his time as Baltimore's county executive and governor of Maryland. The payment had continued way into his time as vice president. Now, in 1973, Spiro was investigated by the United States Attorney for the District of Maryland on suspicion of criminal conspiracy, bribery, extortion, and tax fraud. When he was asked to resign, Spiro, just like Ruto said, he was elected, not appointed. He told his boss to do his worst. Then the Solicitor General, when the Solicitor General threatened to indict him, Spiro did a plea bargain and resigned from office. He was going to face jail time.
Yeah.
What's the point of the story here? Just like Spiro, William Ruto's goose is cooked. If in 1 month the government has accused him of harboring money launderers, possible tax evasion, assigning cops to criminals, and a plethora of other vices, it means they're about to fix him. He can call all his Thika Road preachers and his Mamafua crew to his defense, but they will not help him. And yes, he is right that he is being politically fought. Question is, atafanya nini? Vladimir Putin once said, to my friends, everything. To my enemies, the law.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Couldn't put it better. Now, we've got a 3-part criteria that we use to assess the headlines: topical, speculative, repetitive, groundbreaking, and thoughtful, or just plain lazy. I don't think any of these headlines merit a winning headline, honestly
Today
speaking.
was just plain lazy.
Yeah,
Toss
yeah.
them.
So we're going to toss them all. And onto the political pieces we call cartoons in this country. 3-part criteria that we use to assess them as well. Humorous or dry, satirical or pessimistic, and effective or just plain lazy.
Yes.
Why don't we begin with the Daily Nation?
Daily Nation, you have Ndula, and that is a drawing cartoon of Mount Kenya. Icy tops there, and the caricatures of Raila Odinga, Musalia Mudavadi, and William Ruto and his wheelbarrow sliding off the ice on Mount Kenya. They were not able to climb, they were just slid, saying they cannot.
That's humorous.
Yeah, that's humorous. But I mean, this is what Prof says. You
Yes.
cannot buy Kikuyu, you can only rent one.
You can only rent one. I like it.
Yeah, to those who think they own Kikuyus, ole wako.
Ole wako, you
Yes.
will slide down that slippery slope.
I think that's a good contender.
I think it is.
What have we got in the Standard?
In the Standard, we have a caricature of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And he is taking Shotumbili, COVID vaccine, from a nurse. And he says, render to science the things that are science. And this is Gado telling us, if Jesus were alive today. But he gives a disclaimer with apology to Matthew 22:21, which is a verse that says, render to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. Maybe Gado here's tax is attacking these vaccine skeptics, anti-vaxxers, who are mostly of religious inclination, and he's telling them that if Jesus were alive today, he'd render to the vaccine.
I completely agree with Gado here. But anyway, I think that's humorous as well.
It is humorous.
Put that in Parking Bay. What do we have in the Star?
Star, you have Ozone Ergonomics, caricature of William Ruto at his farm, one of the eggs, cuckoos, and protected by GSU. You can see a GSU guy down there. But right next to him is Raphael Toju trying to make sense of the math from the farm. and there's chicken down there. And you can see on Tuju's board is 150,000 shillings. Goodness. And then the other one, 200,000. So it's like, which is which? Yeah, but I mean, if you're making 1.5 million bob from eggs every single day, my goodness, it's a good sum of money, yeah?
Good
That's
money.
also a good contender. Really good cartoons.
Good
I
contender.
know.
Today, now, People Daily. This is a cartoon depicting an HIV and AIDS victim who's sitting at a table, but the table is empty because all the health officials are focusing their attention on COVID-19.
Yeah.
So you've got on another part up there, you've got all the health officials, and you've got them studying the COVID-19 virus. And this is just saying that we've neglected some of the other pandemics which are still carrying on. Now, whom do we award our winning cartoon?
I think we give it to Daily Nation.
Is it going to be The Mountain? Yeah,
Has to be The Mountain.
has to be The Mountain.
Can I ask for a tie between the
between?
mountain and the
Ergonomics.
chicken farm?
I love it. And the chicken
I
farm.
like the ergonomics things.
Yes.
I like the ergonomics thing.
So we have a double win then from the Daily Nation and the
Star.
Star. That's right. I will leave you with the words of General George S. Patton, who said, a good plan executed today is better than a great plan tomorrow. What are you waiting for? National Assembly, Jubilee Party, impeach Ruto.
Fukuza yeye. Fukuza kabisa.
Have a good evening.